Alright, listen, I had a stupid joke to start off this video, but this is like the 8th time I'm trying to record it. I swear, if I say it one more time, I'm gonna explode. So, I'm just gonna take a mini Wellness Wednesday, and we're just gonna skip the joke and get right into the review. What's going on, guys? And a happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Sunny, aka the Random Recorder here. And speaking of Thanksgiving, with all this free time that you guys are probably getting with a Thanksgiving break and, you know, the coming winter break, you guys should probably go see a movie with all that free time, huh? Which is why I've made 2 movie reviews, or at least I'm making this first one and then I'll be recording the second one right after, because 2 movies have recently come out that I honestly think you guys really should watch. And the first one is Ford v Ferrari, directed by James Mangold, who also directed First Man. He did not direct First Man. I'm stupid. He directed Logan. I really hate myself. Anyway, moving on. I think the best comparison I can make is this movie to First Man, which was directed by Damien Chazelle. And I think the best comparison is this.
What you remember is you used to drive that old busted joint. See, I drive the new hotness. Old and busted, new hotness.
This movie really did feel like what First Man could have and should have been from the start. And I'm going to go ahead and get into why in a second, but first I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a quick plot breakdown. So, Ford Motor Company is experiencing serious decline in sales. And so they realized that there's this guy over there in Italy, and his name is Enzo Ferrari. And his cars are known for winning races, and that makes people want to buy them. Or that's what they think, at least. And so they go, well, if we start winning races, if we develop a line of cars that wins races, maybe people will, you know, want to buy our cars, you know what I'm saying? So they recruit Carroll Shelby, a former driver, and Ken Miles, a mechanic and driving prodigy, apparently. And they're like, hey, come with us and build a cool car, and we're going to go ahead and win one of the biggest races in the world at the time, the 24 Hours at Le Mans in France. And that's basically what the story takes place. It's over, I think, a period of 3 to 4 years that the movie takes place over. They don't really give you solid dates, to be honest. But I think it's over, you know, 2 to 3, maybe 4 years that the movie takes place over. And it's their journey of developing the car, which becomes Ford's GT line, starting with the GT60. And this was such a good movie. I'm just going to go ahead and start it right there. The characters, as well as the cars, were, like, incredibly interesting to learn about. And I'm not even a car guy. Like, I didn't know anything about, you know, this history. I didn't know about the 24 Hours at Le Mans 1966. You know, I didn't know about that. And so this movie somehow got me into cars. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was so interesting to see how the car develops over the course of the movie to become what it did, and how, you know, it changes. And the races too were incredibly well made, and it keeps such a good level of tension and payoff that I was legitimately at the edge of my seat. I don't say that very often. Movies don't usually keep me at the edge of my seat, but this one had me, bro. I was there and I was like, come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And then they did it, and it was such a satisfying way that they made these races. And the characters, I think, were just as interesting as that. It was so fun to see them all interact. It was an honest treat. And, you know, every character, I think, was well acted and well written. I genuinely liked them all. And it told a really, really interesting story. Again, something that First Man just didn't really deliver on. I think this is one of the best biopics I've personally seen. And I think that if someone tries to make a biopic, this is definitely one of the movies they're going to look at and be like, hey, that's the kind of movie I want to create. You know, like, that's what I'm looking for. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. It was well written, well directed. The races were well shot. It was everything pretty much. Even the score was good. I found myself actually listening to the score. Usually with a lot of movies, it just kind of blends in. I don't really notice it. But this had me. I was listening to it. I was like, ooh, it's kind of fire, though. This be hitting different, you know?
I can't. I am disgusting.
You know what I'm saying? And that was crazy. Oh my god, are you trying to, why are you, oh my god. I'm gonna have to record this stupid video for like the 9th time in one. Anyway, I honestly think it's worth checking out, along with the second movie that I'm gonna review. Hopefully that review also manages to come out this weekend. I know this one is definitely coming out this weekend. That's going to be all for today. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave it with a like. Comment with other movies you want me to review, or other movies that you've seen and you just want to tell me about it. You know what I'm saying? And make sure to subscribe to the Join the TR Army. That's going to be all. Random Recorders. Peace out.